to Glue processing question examples based on AWS Data Engineer topics by abylead. We offer cloud service introductions, exam question explanations, and practicing of real exams. Question 1. How do you start to troubleshoot increased Glue job ingestion runtime to Redshift? As a first action, don't apply job splitting and don't check data warehouse performance. Also, upgrading the instance type is too costly. Better is to check ETL job input data for volume increase and complexity changes. Question 2. How do you extract multiple SQL and NoSQL database Glue jobs efficiently and secure? To embed credentials in scripts is a security risk. Unsuitable connections are direct connect between on-premises and AWS, and VPC peering between VPCs. In contrast, best practice is to combine Glue's connecting feature with Secrets Manager's credential management. Question 3. How do you monitor the Glue data pipeline to determine the appropriate DPU capacity? It's inadequate to use Glue jobs without DPU capacity support. Also unsuitable to determine DPU capacity are CloudWatch metrics and its logs of Glue or Spark jobs. Most advisable is to apply historic Glue job monitoring to determine appropriate DPU capacity. Question 4. How do you monitor with QuickSight to improve Glue job query performance the most? Wrong is to engage larger workers, and fewer batches increase batch duration. An IAM access to all S3 features does not influence performance. The solution is to split large dataset into smaller partitions or to use dynamic frame on the fly framing for large datasets.
Question 5. How do you start troubleshooting memory errors of Glue job to transform large dataset? This often indicates inefficient data processing, which isn't best resolved with more costly DPUs, different instance types, or additional S3 storage. Instead, script optimization is more cost-effective than scaling resources, since memory errors often indicate inefficient processing.
Question 6. How do you least overhead migrate and deduplicate a legacy app to S3 data lake? Custom Python job needs overhead and its dedup library requires machine learning. Besides, the drop_duplicate method removes only duplicate rows. Most advisable is to apply Glue connections for on-premises and AWS with built-in ML find matches feature to deduplicate.
Question 7. How do you gather performance metrics of Glue job for transformation and aggregation? You can't employ Glue transform or dynamic frame class to gather metrics, and Glue metrics class is inexistent. Instead, enable Glue job metrics, then job script initializes a Glue context class to initialize the Spark session.
Question 8. How do you cost-effective schedule daily Glue job workflows? For serverless Glue jobs, you can't choose an instance type. Moreover, neither the standard class nor Glue with Spark ETL job handle time-insensitive workloads. In contrast, you apply Flex Execution class to reduce costs for time-insensitive workloads. Question 9. How do you use Glue DataBrew to prepare a large inconsistent ML dataset? Data inconsistencies can't be rectified with Glue DataBrew job or step functions. Also inadequate is to auto-detect quality issues with Glue DataBrew visual interface. But with high-quality ML models, Glue DataBrew auto-detects dataset inconsistencies. Hold on a minute. If you like this channel and its free content to continue, please subscribe it on the right bottom button. Question 10. How do you effectively resolve data inconsistency for Redshift? Unsuitable for deep data profiling are checksums, Spectrum, or Athena custom SQL query. Better is to engage Glue DataBrew to identify dataset inconsistencies from various sources. Question 11. How do you monitor and enforce data quality in S3 data lake with DataBrew? Wrong is to apply Glue with Redshift or Glue DataBrew with QuickSight for data quality rules and functions. Besides, direct source data modification isn't recommended. To maintain data quality and with alert triggering, you employ Glue DataBrew custom data quality rules. Question 12. How do you cost-effective avoid private data at machine learning models? KMS encrypted RDS is too costly for a ML model and Redshift doesn't encrypt by default. Additionally, Data Wrangler can't block private data for the machine learning model. Most advisable is to apply DataBrew for normalization without coding or to use SSE KMS encrypted output to S3. Question 13. How do you reduce costs of large log volume processing to S3 with Glue ETL and no performance impact? A custom ETL needs a higher maintenance overhead and longer batches are costly. Also, log migration from S3 to RDS is too big a change. To optimize cost, you best use Glue's job bookmark for incremental changes and adjusted DPU. Question 14. How do you maintain data lineage of large volumes of sensitive data from various sources? To track or maintain lineage, it's inadequate to engage QuickSight, Glue DataBrew, or Spectrum. Instead, engage Glue jobs and crawlers logging to audit and maintain lineage. Question 15. How do you least overhead load hourly DB data with Glue ETL jobs to Redshift? Glue DataBrew is unsuitable for data processing and customized Lambda for ETL job is impracticable. Not better is Redshift Data API for continuous data processing. You best use Glue connections for Redshift or scheduled Glue ETL jobs to reduce overhead. Question 16. How do you explain long-running job issues of Glue and integrated Spark? You can't improve Glue job performance with Spark's machine learning libraries. Also, neither insufficient Glue DPU memory nor the mentioned formats cause the performance issue. A common performance degradation comes with reading large number of small files. Question 17. How do you compare Glue ETL job with Spark versus a standalone Spark? First, Glue with Spark process structured and unstructured data to different storages. Moreover, Glue makes Spark more user-friendly. Finally, integrated CloudWatch with Glue jobs covers more central monitoring and logging than with Spark's user interface. Question 18. How do you optimize joining task of large and small Spark data frame? Shuffling is a risk of repartitioned data frames and large key partitioned data frames. Also, Spark memory doesn't resolve join operations of different data frame sizes. You best use Spark's broadcast join feature to distribute smaller data frame across all workers' memory for less shuffling. With the understanding of Glue processing for data engineers, you are ready now for more details. We wish you further insights with AWS videos.